How to start retirement planning as a beginner. Hey everyone, welcome back to Finance Clarity. Let me ask you something real quick. When you think about retirement, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe you picture yourself traveling, spending more time with family, or finally doing the things you've always wanted to do. Sounds nice, right? But here's the truth that a lot of people don't like to talk about. Most Americans are not ready for retirement. In fact, a huge number of people in their 40s, 50s, and even 60s have almost nothing saved. And the scary part? Many of them never planned to be in that situation. They just kept putting it off, thinking they had more time. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you're still pretty young, maybe in your 20s or 30s, and that's actually the best position to be in. Because starting early is honestly one of the biggest advantages you can have when it comes to retirement planning. The problem is, most people don't know where to begin. They hear words like 401k, IRA, compound interest, and it all sounds complicated and overwhelming. So they do nothing. That's exactly why I made this video. Today, I'm going to break down how to start retirement planning as a beginner in a simple, practical way. No complicated jargon, no overwhelming numbers, just clear steps that you can actually follow, even if you're starting with very little money right now. By the end of this video, you'll understand why starting early matters more than you think. What retirement accounts you should actually use, how much you really need to save, and the simple steps you can take this month to get started. So if you're someone who knows you should be planning for the future but keeps pushing it off, stick around. This video might be the thing that finally gets you moving in the right direction. All right, let's get into it. Why most people don't start retirement planning early. One of the biggest reasons people don't start planning for retirement is because it feels so far away. When you're in your 20s or early 30s, retirement seems like something your parents or grandparents worry about, not you. You're focused on paying rent, paying off student loans, maybe saving for a car or a trip. Retirement just doesn't feel urgent. But here's the reality. Time is your biggest advantage when it comes to building wealth. And the earlier you start, the less money you actually have to put in every month to reach a comfortable retirement. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine two people, Alex and Jordan. Alex starts saving for retirement at age 25. He puts away $300 a month and keeps doing that until he's 65. That's 40 years of saving. Jordan, on the other hand, waits until he's 35 to start. He puts away the same $300 a month, but only until he's 65. That's just 30 years. Even though they're putting in the same amount every month, Alex is likely to have a lot more money by the time he retires. Not just because he saved for 10 extra years, but because of something called compound interest. His money has more time to grow on its own. This is why starting early is such a big deal. You don't need to save huge amounts if you give your money enough time to work for you. The problem is, a lot of people don't realize this until it's too late. They reach their 40s or 50s and suddenly realize they're way behind. And catching up at that point is much harder. That's why I always tell people, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. What does retirement planning actually mean? Before we go any further, let's make sure we're on the same page about what retirement planning really means. Retirement planning is basically the process of figuring out how much money you'll need when you stop working, how you're going to get that money, and what steps you need to take now to make it happen. It's not just about saving money in a bank account. It's about using the right tools, like retirement accounts, and making smart decisions with your money over time. For most people in the U.S., retirement planning usually involves using accounts like a 401k, if your job offers one, and an IRA, individual retirement account. These accounts give you tax advantages that regular savings accounts don't have. That's why they're so powerful for long-term saving. But here's the thing. You don't need to understand every single detail before you start. A lot of people get stuck trying to learn everything first, and they end up doing nothing. The truth is, you can start simple and learn as you go. Step 1. Decide what kind of retirement you actually want. This might sound obvious, but it's really important. Before you start saving, take a moment to think about what you actually want your retirement to look like. Do you want to travel a lot? Do you want to stay in the same city? Do you want to work part-time or stop working completely? Your vision of retirement will affect how much money you need to save. For example, if you want to travel internationally every year and live comfortably, you're probably going to need more money than someone who plans to stay home and live a simpler life. You don't need to have every detail figured out right now. But having a general idea of the lifestyle you want will help you set better goals. A good starting point is to think about what percentage of your current income you'll need in retirement. Many financial experts suggest aiming for 70% to 80% of your current income. So if you're making $60,000 a year now, you might want to have around $42,000 to $48,000 per year in retirement, adjusted for inflation. Of course, this number can change depending on your situation. Some people need less, some need more. The key is to start thinking about it. Step 2. Understand the main retirement accounts. Once you have a basic idea of what you want, the next step is to understand the tools you can use to get there. In the U.S., there are two main types of retirement accounts that most people use: 401k, IRA, individual retirement account. Let's break them down simply. 401k. This is a retirement account offered by many employers. You contribute money directly from your paycheck, and in many cases, your employer will match a portion of what you put in. That match is basically free money, so if your company offers it, you should almost always take advantage of it. There are two main types of 401ks. Traditional 401k. You put in pre-tax money, which lowers your taxable income now. You pay taxes when you withdraw the money in retirement. Roth 401k. You put in after-tax money, but your withdrawals in retirement are tax-free. IRA. An IRA is something you open on your own, not through your employer. There are also two main types: traditional IRA, Roth IRA. The main difference is when you pay taxes. With a traditional IRA, you get a tax break now. With a Roth IRA, you pay taxes now but get tax-free growth and withdrawals later. For most beginners, I usually recommend starting with a Roth IRA if your income allows it, because having tax-free money in retirement can be very powerful. But if you want the tax break now, a traditional IRA or 401k might make more sense. The most important thing is to start contributing something, even if it's just a small amount each month. Step 3. Figure out how much you should save. This is the part that scares a lot of people. You've probably heard that you need to save $1 million or more to retire comfortably. And while that might be true for some people, It can feel impossible when you're just starting out. Here's the good news. You don't need to save everything at once. What matters most is consistency and starting early. A simple rule of thumb is to try to save 10% to 15% of your income for retirement. If that feels like too much right now, start with whatever you can afford, even if it's just 5% or $50 a month. The key is to build the habit. As your income increases over time, you can increase how much you're saving. Another helpful way to think about it is to focus on increasing your savings rate every year. For example, if you're saving 5% now, try to increase it to 6% or 7% next year. Small increases add up over time. Step 4. Automate your retirement savings. One of the best things you can do as a beginner is to automate your retirement contributions. Instead of trying to remember to transfer money into your retirement account every month, set it up so it happens automatically. Most 401k plans do this automatically through payroll deductions. For an IRA, you can usually set up automatic transfers from your bank account. When you automate your savings, you remove the temptation to spend that money on something else. It becomes a non-negotiable part of your financial life. This is one of the simplest but most powerful habits you can build. Step 5. Don't try to time the market. A lot of beginners make the mistake of waiting for the perfect time to start investing for retirement. They think they need to wait until the market is low or until they have more money saved up. But trying to time the market is usually a losing game, even for professionals. The truth is, the best time to start investing for retirement is as soon as you can. The longer your money stays invested, the more time it has to grow through compound interest. Even if the market goes down after you invest, that's okay. You're investing for the long term, not next month or next year. Over time, the stock market has historically gone up, and staying invested through the ups and downs is usually the smartest move. Final thoughts. Starting retirement planning as a beginner can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be complicated. The most important thing is to start somewhere. Even small steps, like opening a retirement account, setting up automatic contributions, or increasing your savings rate by just 1%, can make a big difference over time. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. If you're feeling unsure about where to start, begin with the basics. Open a Roth IRA or contribute to your 401k if your job offers one. Automate your contributions. And keep learning as you go. Retirement might feel far away right now, but the decisions you make today will have a huge impact on your future self. So start small, stay consistent, and give your future self a gift. The gift of financial security and freedom.